Scouting America's Unit Connection Guides are tools for commissioners to build stronger partnerships with units by using objective metrics and structured conversations to support leaders, celebrate successes, and identify areas for improvement. Imagine a commissioner walking into a unit meeting, not with a checklist or scorecard, but with a mindset of partnership. That's the heart of Scouting America's Unit Connection Guides. These tools were created to shift the focus from evaluation to empowerment. Found directly in Commissioner Tools, each guide is tied to a specific unit metric, like adult leader training or youth advancement. But the goal isn't to grade, it's to spark conversations that build trust, celebrate progress, and uncover opportunities for growth. Commissioners use these guides not to judge, but to connect, to ask thoughtful questions, listen actively, and offer support that feels personal and practical. The process begins with data. A commissioner reviews key metrics, maybe the percentage of trained leaders or the rate of youth advancement. But instead of jumping to conclusions, they use the guide to open a dialogue. They might ask, what training mode works best for your team? Or how do you celebrate advancement in your unit? These questions aren't random. They're designed to uncover stories, challenges, and successes. When a unit was doing well, the commissioner acknowledges it with a simple, well done. And when there's room to grow, they collaborate on next steps, whether it's finding resources, planning training, or preparing for leadership transitions. It's a cycle of insight, encouragement, and action. For years, commissioner service often felt like a quiet audit, well-meaning, but sometimes disconnected. Unit Connection Guides change that. They represent a cultural shift from oversight to partnership. By grounding conversations in objective metrics and shared goals, they help commissioners offer consistent, meaningful support across councils and territories. These guides aren't just tools, they're trust builders. They help units feel seen, heard, and valued. And by focusing on things that truly matter, like leader training, program planning, and youth engagement, they strengthen the foundation of scouting itself. A unit's strength often begins with its leaders. Imagine a commissioner sitting down with a Cub Master or Scout Master and asking, how confident do you feel in your role? The Unit Connection Guide on training isn't about checking boxes. It's about uncovering whether leaders have the tools they need to succeed. When a committee chair has completed position-specific training, it shows commitment. But the real story unfolds when commissioners encourage supplemental learning, BALU for Cub leaders, IOLS for Scoutmasters, or even advanced courses. These conversations help leaders see training not as a requirement, but as a pathway to confidence and recognition. The guide turns training into a celebration of growth, ensuring leaders are prepared and supported for the journey ahead. Every Scout's journey is marked by milestones, badges earned, ranks achieved, skills mastered. The Youth Advancement Guide helps commissioners step into that story. Instead of asking, how many Scouts advanced this year? The guide encourages questions like, how do you celebrate advancement in your unit? A troop might hold a special court of honor, while a pack might cheer at a den meeting. Commissioners listen for patterns, where Scouts thrive, and where they stall. Maybe a troop struggles to find merit badge counselors, or a pack needs help tracking achievements. By focusing on advancement as a narrative of growth, commissioners can help units remove barriers and keep the excitement alive. Growth is more than numbers. It's about welcoming new families into the scouting story. The Membership Growth Guide helps commissioners explore how units recruit and retain. A unit might thrive on school nights or rely on word-of-mouth invitations from Scouts themselves. Commissioners ask, what's working best for recruitment? And uncover strategies that fit the unit's culture. The guide encourages leaders to think about how they follow up with prospective members, how they welcome families, how they integrate new youth, and how they sustain momentum. Growth becomes a narrative of inclusion, where every new member strengthens the unit's future. Scouting lives outdoors. The Outdoor Activities Guide helps commissioners ensure that units are delivering the promise of adventure. A pack might beam with pride after its first campout, while a troop might struggle to organize regular outings. Commissioners ask, what's your favorite outdoor activity this year? and listen for excitement or hesitation. The guide encourages leaders to diversify experiences: camping, hiking, service projects, even STEM outdoors. It also highlights the importance of trained adults, BALU or IOLS, to keep outings safe and fun. By weaving outdoor activities into the unit's story, commissioners help ensure that every scout has memorable adventures that keep them coming back. Retention is the heartbeat of a unit. The Youth Retention Guide helps commissioners understand why scouts stay and why they sometimes leave. A commissioner might ask, "What keeps your scouts coming back?" and hear stories of campouts, friendships, or traditions. But they might also learn about challenges, busy schedules, lack of engagement, or aging out. The guide encourages leaders to reflect on their program's energy and relevance. Retention isn't just about holding on to numbers. It's about creating experiences so meaningful that youth and families want to stay. Commissioners, through these conversations, help units strengthen the bonds that keep scouts engaged year after year. The Unit Connection Guides transform metrics into meaningful conversations. They help commissioners move beyond data to discover the stories behind each unit's journey. Stories of leaders learning, youth growing, programs thriving, and families staying connected.